The Expert Edge for Unibet with Russell Barwick and Kane Corns.
Well, once again, it's time for the Unibet Expert Edge, round 12 of the AFL. Russell Barwick alongside Kane Corns, and a couple of teams were dead set have got rockets this week at training after some ordinary performances last week, Kane.
It was ordinary, wasn't it, Rust? A pretty average round of footy, despite GWS and the Crows playing a ripper on Sunday afternoon. There were some ordinary performances from the likes of Fremantle, from Gold Coast, and also from Essendon as well. So hopefully they bounce back this week.
Let's kick it off with the opening game Friday night. Port Adelaide taking on the Tigers. Port only just beaten last week, but the Tigers extremely impressive.
It is a huge game for Port Adelaide Friday night, big stage. Now, one man that's been all of the talk this week is their vice-captain, Ollie Wines. Out of contract, still hasn't signed, but doesn't he love night matches? He's recorded 27 plus disposals in each of the Power's last 13 night matches, so look for Wines to have plenty of the footy. The other superstar in the opposition is Dustin Martin, and he has had 25 plus disposals in each of Richmond's last 7 interstate matches, and he kicked 5 last time he played on the Adelaide Oval also.
Well, what about this game? The Cats and the Kangaroos. Mrs. Scott's favourite time of the year. She wears one scarf to half-time and then swaps it with the other team. Chris versus Brad. Who's going to win this?
Oh, the Scott boys are going along very nicely, particularly Brad at the Kangaroos. What a job he has done with them this year. Although, going down to Geelong and facing his twin brother, always tough because the Cats have won 15 of their last 16 Saturday matches at home. Always a tough place to go and play footy. If there are any chance the Kangaroos, this man, Ben Brown, one of the best full forwards in the competition, will have to stand up. And he loves it on Saturdays. He's kicked 4 or more goals in 4 of the Kangaroos' last 5 Saturday matches. So if they're going to win, he'll need to have a big one again.
And our third game we're going to have a look at is the Queen's birthday game, and haven't we all been looking forward to this? Melbourne in rare form, Collingwood going along extremely well. There'll be a huge crowd for this one at the MCG.
Yeah, can't wait for this one on Monday. Massive crowd there at the MCG. Huge occasion. You'd have to favour Melbourne because each of the last 7 Monday matches between the Demons and the Magpies have been won by the favourites. In this case, Melbourne, so they will start favourites, and you'd favour them. For the Magpies to win, those still side bottom will need to stand up, and he loves it in the last 3 day matches for Collingwood. He's had 30 plus disposals, so look for him to get a stack of the footy. It's going to be a ripper, but the Demons just for me.
Well, let's have a look at Kane's tips for round 12 of the AFL. He likes the Tigers to beat his old mob on Friday night. The Cats over the Kangaroos. No surprises with the next few. Freo to knock off the Crows in that game over in the West. And then on the Queen's birthday Monday, Melbourne to take care of Collingwood. And as far as our Unibet specials are concerned, let's have a look at Friday night. Dustin Martin to have 25 or more disposals and the Tigers to win that game. In the other game, the Cats and the Kangaroos, he likes Menegola to kick 2 or more goals and the Cats to win, wrapping it up on the Monday public holiday with Nathan Jones to kick a goal and the Demons to win. That's all for our Unibet Expert Edge for this week. Join us again next week, Kane Corns and Russell Barwick for AFL Round 13.
The Expert Edge for Unibet with Russell Barwick and Kane Corns.